Okay, so I'm back with Katawa Shoujo, and this time I'm going to try to do the other way to get the good ending, since I'm, the good ending of Emmy's route, since I'm trying to do 100% this game. So we had to go back to the scene Phantom Pain. I leave the room after finishing my final exam and breathe a sigh of relief. As I'd hoped, the exams weren't so bad. I managed to breeze through just about everything but the English final. And even that was acceptable. I wonder how Emmy did. Even more so, how she's doing. She looked terrible at lunch today. I mean, she was pretty happy to be out of her wheelchair, but she was so exhausted. Something's been wearing her down, and I'm starting to really doubt that it was just the exams. Should I confront her about this, though? I don't know. Maybe? I honestly have no idea if he should confront her or not. Or I forget if he does. My musing is interrupted by a tap on the shoulder. Hey, Sal. Oh, it's Mutou. Got a minute? So, normally I said no, I have other things to worry about, but this time I'd say I suppose I can spare a few minutes. Yeah, I've got some time. Nowhere important to be or anything like that. Mutou raises an eyebrow as if questioning my statement, then beckons me back into the classroom. I wanted to get some feedback from you, if I could. I know that this course wasn't quite up to your level. Don't worry about it, the science club activities more than made up for it. Did they? That seemed to make him happy. Well, in fact, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Do you think that it was a worthwhile activity? Just for my own reference. Well, yeah, it was a great way to go further than we did in class. It was definitely worthwhile. Mutou seems delighted by my response. That's great, exactly the sort of thing I was hoping for. You know, Sal, I'm glad you came here. It's always good to have a student who really gets into the subject you teach. And yeah, I bet it's better as a teacher when you have a student actually interested instead of just a bunch of students who aren't. In a way, it makes dealing with the rest of the students more tolerable. I mean, there's classes I took not because I wanted to, but just because I knew they'd be easy. You're a bright kid, too. You took to this stuff like a duck to water, or some other such simile. Thanks. You were a great help, especially with that college stuff. There's one more thing, Sal. A bit of advice, from one scientist to another. What's that? What does a scientist do? Observe the world around them. Exactly. Good. A simple question, but one that most people can't seem to answer. That's the essence of a scientist, Sal. We observe what's there, and try to figure it out. But what if there's something you can't figure out? What's a scientist do if he can't observe something? How, for example, can we talk about quarks when nobody has ever actually seen one? Or black holes when observing them directly is impossible? Well, scientific equipment's pretty advanced. I mean, yeah, didn't they get that picture of a black hole like a couple years ago now? Mutou irritably waves away my response. No, that's not it at all. Those were tools. I'm trying to give you a philosophy. Think, if you can't observe something directly, then how can you observe it? Guess? How? How would you guess the movement of a quark? What is your guess based on? Of course. I should have thought of it earlier. The things it affects. Mutou claps his hands together excitedly and whoops. Yes, exactly. Good. Remember that, Sal. If you can't examine something directly, it's because you're looking at it wrong. You have to look at it differently if you want to uncover the truth, and if it eludes you, then look at what it leaves behind. That is the essence of being a scientist. We never stop looking for the answer, never take anything for granted. Observe, experiment, and observe some more. There's a lot of stuff out there that makes no sense, Sal. Your job is to get it to make sense. If nothing else, I hope you've learned that here. I think I can remember that. Mutou smiles, satisfied. Good, now go enjoy your time off. You've earned it. So are we supposed to take this advice and apply it to Emmy since we can't figure out what's bothering her? Do we have to go about it in a different way? I'll leave the room feeling a little confused. What brought that on? He knows. Although, am I going about this thing with Emmy the wrong way? Probably. If she won't tell me, then can I go about it some other way? Most likely. The question keeps spinning in my head even after I made my way back to my room. What if she gets angry about it? Besides, what if it's nothing? If I go in and refuse to leave until she tells me what's wrong or something, won't that come off as clingy? I don't want to start a fight or anything over something like this. Maybe I should just drop the matter and see how she is tomorrow before I do anything. Would it be so bad to just let it go? It's not like we don't enjoy each other's company. But odd as it sounds, I really want to help her. I don't even know what with or if there's anything at all she needs help for. But I want to. Oop. Suddenly, a knock on my door rouses me. I open it to see Kenji. Oh god, don't listen to him. Oh, it's you. It's me? That's it? If you had an idea what I'd been through, what I'd done, you'd be happier to see me, dude. I mean, that was some epic you may never see me again shit. And here you're just acting like I went down to the store for some milk. You're a cold man, Sal. I really respect that. Thanks, I guess. Smart to play it safe, you know. Don't show any emotion. Keep your cards close to your chest. Unless it's time to show your cards, or you have bad cards. Then you should fold or collect your winnings. Do you understand? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I take it the, mission went well? Whoa, awfully nosy of you, isn't it? You can't just go saying things like that. Things are at a delicate stage. One wrong move and bam, the invasion succeeds. I thought you were going to blow the conspiracy wide open. It's bigger than I thought. I need to update my charts. And probably change some of the puppets around. You want to help? I've got some whiskey from somewhere. Did he steal some whiskey for this? You can fill me in on everything your investigation has turned up. Better not. I'm supposed to meet her today. Gotta go do that. Can't raise suspicion. Kenji nods in approval. Still keeping it close to the chest, eh? Okay, man. I respect that. Good luck. Thanks. I'm just going to pretend, for the sake of my own sanity, that he's wishing me luck in talking to Emmy. And if I squint, that whole card analogy he was talking about works here. Time to lay it all on the table. Or see if I can't get Emmy to do so, rather. With a sense of something approaching purpose, I head for Emmy's room. I haul over the stairs leading to her room and knock on her door. Who's there? Huh, that's odd. Her voice sounds a little choked. What song is this? Moment of decision. Hey, it's me. Thought I'd stop by. Hisao? Come on in. I reached down to open the door, only to find that it's locked. More and more curious. Your door's locked. Oh yeah, sorry. Give me a minute. In a few minutes, Emmy opens the door, grinning. Sorry, I had to put my legs on. I was napping. Despite her grin, there's something definitely off. She was crying, wasn't she? Emmy's eyes are slightly red and it looks like she's been crying. Why else would she have sounded choked up? Hey, no problem. Are you okay? Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. I never know what to say in moments when people are crying. I just always feel like awkward, I guess. You should say you look like you've been crying. Oh yeah, Hisao, you're off to a great start on this one. Woo, the race, this is going great. What? Nah, I'm fine. I'm just happy to see you. She punctuates this with a long kiss that continues as the door slams shut behind us. I know what she wants to do now, and I'm also painfully aware of how badly I want to do it too, but... I break the kiss with a wrench of self-control that nearly kills me. Hey, wait. Annie's eyes crinkle in confusion. Huh? Wait for what? We need to talk. Oh no. Isn't that supposed to be my line? And never a good thing to say? Yeah, that usually leads up to a breakup. She's got a point. It's usually the lead into a breakup. Yeah. It's the stereotypical lead into that, or the prelude to a fight. Maybe it can be a good thing this time. That's the hope, anyway. She doesn't believe it. Can we at least get onto the bed? It's my first day back on these things, and I'm still readjusting. Plus the notion that I should try to be on them less often, since running puts such a strain on them. Can't argue with that. Yeah, don't argue with your nurses. It's a trap. We both know it. We both don't care. Then again, it's awfully hard to get angry while in bed with the object of your affections, so maybe there's that motivation too. I set Annie's legs by the bedside and sit down next to her, throwing an arm around her shoulders. In silence, we just enjoy being able to be in this position again for a few minutes. Then, of course, I need to ruin it by opening my mouth. Look, I know that you've been having kind of a rough time of it lately, and I want to help you out. I thought it was just exams getting to you, but now I come to your room and you've been crying, and that kills me. That would suck to see, but I can't do anything if you won't talk to me about it. I told you, I'm fine. No, you aren't. It's obvious something's eating at you. You can tell me, you know. There's the slightest increase in tension in Emmy's voice. Why is my saying I'm fine not good enough? You're concerned, I get that. That's cool. But I'm fine, and it's nothing that you need to worry about. Not sleeping and spacing out more than Rin doesn't strike me as being fine. I want to help. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't like seeing you like this. I want you to be happy, you know? I get the feeling that came out wrong because Emmy fixes me with an icy stare. So you want to fix me, Hasal? She's definitely getting angry now. Want to swoop in on your white charger and save the day? Is a white charger like a horse thing? Like a white knight, whatever? Stop the nightmares, phantom limb pains. That's why this is called phantom pain. Restore what's lost. Her voice catches in her throat and her tears start to flow. Yeah, just knight in shining armor basically is the white charger thing. And idealize a chivalrous man who comes to the rescue of a woman in a difficult situation. Well, you can't. Nobody can. Nobody will. I'm so stunned by her sudden verbal assault that I remain quiet. Neither of us says anything for a while. I'm surprised that Emmy tightens her grip on me rather than pushing me away. After a deep breath, she starts talking again. Look, I'm sorry. There's these nightmares about the accident. Oh? Is this different? Ah, the accident. I should have known. It took her legs, after all, but it never comes up, of course. And I usually deal with them fine, because I can run. No, this is the same, I think. Running clears my head like nothing else. I don't have to worry about anything while I'm running. I just concentrate on breathing, on the rhythm of things. It's easier that way. Life's easier that way. Just keep moving forwards, you know? Nothing else matters. Just getting around the next curve. And then it's the next curve, and the next, and the next, until I can't go anymore, or think anymore, or do anything but slow down and walk until I catch my breath again. After something like that, nothing else matters. But I've been stuck in that goddamn wheelchair for too long, so no outlet. Today it just kind of boiled over a little. You could have talked to me about it, you know? You didn't have to go it alone. And he smiles sadly, like she's trying to explain to a child that all fire burns. Some people never learn that fire burns and they keep doing it. Yeah, I did. And I do. But why? Why do you have to keep going through this alone? Why can't you just trust me enough to let me help you? That smile again. And the only thing kisses me on my cheek, an almost motherly gesture. She leaves her mouth close to my ear as she confesses this one thing to me. Because, Hasal, I've already had everything I knew ripped away from me once. She doesn't want to get close to us. I don't know what I'd do if it happened again. She pauses, as if uncertain as to whether or not she should continue. I can feel a violent churning in my gut. She continues. So I can't rely on you. Or the nurse. Or anyone else. Just me. That's how it's gotta be. It doesn't have to be this way. Having delivered this short speech, she looks down and covers her mouth with the back of her hand. The conversation is clearly over. I search for something to say, but can't think of anything. Maybe I should go, for now. I've got stuff. Emmy doesn't even look up. She nods, tired or relieved. I can't tell which. Okay, Hasao. Go take care of that stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. I get off the bed and head for the door, pausing at the doorway. Hey, Emmy? Yeah? 1,000 things I want to say. I'm too mixed up to say any of them now. Just speak your mind. After her admitting that she'll never let me close, I feel like my world has just been ripped out from me. What happened in that accident? Then again, there's stuff I've had trouble saying, so I can't really judge. I know she lost her legs, but that's never seemed to bother her. What happened there? What scares a girl so badly that she won't accept help, even from someone she loves? Well, she already said something was ripped away from her. Besides her legs, well, it might be besides her legs, so, like Mutou said, look at it in a different way. I don't know. What could she be worried about losing? If she briefly mentions her dad, gets upset when she mentions it, and if you look at it a different way, she might have lost her dad there, but I want to know. And she doesn't want to lose someone else, which she said might mean she doesn't want to lose you, or Hasao, us, whatever. I want to know so badly that being denied that answer feels like a knife in my guts. Hasao? You were saying? I'm still standing in the doorway. Nothing. Never mind. And I'm closing the door. I'm walking down the hallway, down the stairs, out the door, into the dark. Somehow I wander back to my own room. My brains are doing a mile a minute, going nowhere fast. I can't figure out how to deal with this. I thought that moving forward was a good thing. Dwelling less on the past that I can't change, living in the present and looking at the future. What is this, Nocturne? After this thing with Emmy, I'm not sure anymore. She was saying the truth. It's simpler to look at the next curve, ignoring the path gone by. No worry about the opponent left behind. No care for the spectators on the sidelines. And unfortunately, no time to watch out for lacking teammates either. I throw myself down the bed, looking at one corner of my ceiling as if the answers I want were written there. No such luck, of course. She's literally running away from something, but have I not been doing the same thing, trying my best to forget about my hospitalization? I am getting better, but my health isn't going to magically fix itself. Emmy has 2 legs instead of a heart to deal with, but those aren't going to magically fix themselves either. Maybe this is just as fixed as the both of us can get. The room becomes darker and darker, until I can't really tell I'm looking at a corner anymore.